Government has moved the Supreme Court challenging a Madras High Court order that imposed a complete ban on cow slaughter in the state except under limited conditions. The High Court order permits cow slaughter only as per Section 4 of the Tamil Nadu Animal Preservation Act, which allows it in cases where the animal is over 10 years old, unfit for work or breeding and certified by the competent authority. State government has approached the apex court seeking relief against the order, which it says restricts existing legal provisions under the law. The matter is now likely to come up for hearing before the Supreme Court, where legal clarity on the issue is now expected. All right, Belly, talk to us about what the Tamil Nadu government is now saying, the government of TVK of Vijay, over this.
Kriti, the Tamil Nadu government has moved the Supreme Court challenging Madras High Court order imposing a complete ban on cow slaughter in the state except in cases permitted under Section 4 of the Tamil Nadu Animal Preservation Act 1958, which allows the slaughter of a cow only if it is over 10 years old, unfit for work or breeding, and certified as such by the competent authority. So in its plea, the state government argued that the High Court had gone beyond the framework of the law by directing a blanket prohibition on cow slaughter, contending that the order exceeded the scope of the provisions laid down under the Act. So the challenge stems from a May 27 order by the division bench of Justice G.R. Swaminathan and Justice V. Lakshminarayan, which, while observing that animal slaughter could take place only in designated slaughterhouses, also directed the state chief secretary and senior police officials to ensure that no cow or calf was slaughtered on Bakrid or any other day. So the court has directed authorities to issue appropriate instructions to officials across the state to ensure compliance with the order. According to a report in the state government contended that these directions resulted in an internally contradictory judgment. The High Court passed the order on a petition filed by Surya, who was the state general secretary of the Hindu Makkal Katchi, who fought directions to prevent the alleged illegal slaughter of cows in public places. The petitioner claimed that despite submitting a representation to the authorities, no action had been taken. So while considering the matter, the High Court referred to Article 48 of the Constitution, which directs the state to take steps to prohibit the slaughter of cows, calves and other milch and draught cattle. So it further observed that Section 4 of the Tamil Nadu Animal Preservation Act permits the slaughter of a cow only if it is 10 years old, it is over 10 years old, unfit for work or breeding, and certified as such by the competent authority. So holding that the provision must be interpreted strictly in light of Article 48, the court ruled that the slaughter could be permitted only after obtaining the prescribed certificate. The High Court, based on its ruling in the part on government order that said a ban on cow slaughter was necessary to improve milk production and support the rural economy. The bench also relied on Supreme Court judgments holding that cow slaughter is not an essential religious practice associated with Bakrid. The Honorable Supreme Court also observed that many Muslims do not sacrifice cows on Bakrid Day. Sacrifice of cow on that day is not obligatory or overt act of a Muslim to exhibit his religious belief and idea. This was what the bench noted, adding sacrifice of any animal by Muslims for the religious purpose on Bakrid does not include slaughtering of cows as the only way of carrying out that sacrifice. And slaughtering of cows on this occasion is neither essential to nor necessarily required as a part of a religious ceremony. Back to you.
Belly, thank you very much for joining us with those details. And we was moving on, we're getting in some tragic news, in fact, coming in from the United States. A 33-year-old Indian